So what is the deal with Justin Bieber and the Eyes Wide Shut gang? That's what I want to look into today because, as you can see, I've collected a few pictures. I'm sure there's more out there that I have not seen, but I thought let's go through a few of them and then we'll get into a reading. So we've got Bieber and Naomi Campbell. Now, I just did a reading about Naomi Campbell. That'll come out some point. Don't know if this will be first or that one. I don't know. But then we have, our favorite villain at the moment, Sean Combs in the Bieber. Then we have poor Justin Bieber here with Jenny McCarthy. And look at him. He's like, yeah, get off me. Then we have Justin Bieber and Scooter Braun. I guess that was the producer or whoever. I think he's been accused of like stealing Taylor Swift's catalog, or I don't know. Don't follow these people that much. Then we have, I did not realize that there was a Bieber Katy Perry thing. But after I did the Russell Brand reading, which I believe is only in the Moon Moth Manor, this starts to make more sense to me about Eyes Wide Shut gang and membership and that stuff. This was interesting. Bieber and L.A. Reid. Whatever happened to L.A. Reid? Did he retire? I don't know. He used to be like everywhere, and now it's like, And of course, there's Bieber and Usher. Now, you could say maybe the rumors they're both been, you know what, by Mr. Combs, allegedly. Entertainment purposes only. So I thought we'll go into it. So many people are asking for this reading, and I'm going to premise it by saying, A, I'm an old lady. I'm not a fan of Bieber, so don't come at me. B, we'll see what happens. So I don't want any Bieber fans all up in me and just like, oh, I love him. Like what some people want to do about the royal families. Don't with me. But we're going to look into it. And of course, it's all alleged for entertainment purposes only. It's not fact. It's a card reading, not fact. So let's start off first with the beginning of Bieber's career, or supposedly. Let's go to the beginning of Bieber spending those 48 hours at Sean Combs' house. Now, that one was a video, and it's still out there. Did Bieber's parents essentially sell Justin Bieber to Sean Combs? Or did they just like fall asleep for those 48 hours and they couldn't be bothered to watch out where their kid was with this adult? I don't care if you're who. You could have been Abe Lincoln back in the day. My parents would have left me with Abe Lincoln? I don't think so. Although that would have been weird. Anyhow, let's see. Did Justin Bieber's parents sell Justin to Sean Combs? Oh, fuck. There's a point that it comes to the career here. Yeah, there's a point with the Two of Wands. It comes to a point in the road. So I don't know if he was like some kid working before in, I don't know. You hear the stories, but now the more I read about these people, the more I don't tend to believe their backstories. I'm starting to think they're all just made up fairy tales. But this would remind me, I think, of like a Shania Twain type backstory where, she's playing at the clubs at night or something. And then they're like, we got to make a decision at some point. And there you go, judgment. We have the Eight of Cups, so I'm walking away. But I'm going to give them over to the family, because the family being the Eyes Wide Shut gang. Because there's lots of money there. Lots of money for all of us. So we made a decision. So I'm going to say allegedly yes. Oh, and that was the beginning of the end for Justin having any sanity, peace, or whatever. But he became the star. He did become the star, right? This is what you wanted. You became the star. But you're always going to be fighting. It's not like you can just do one thing and then you're in the group forever. No. You can't just do one thing. No. Okay, so I'm going with, they basically left him behind, knowing that, we're going to get riches. It could have been to Sean Combs. It could have been to the whole Eyes Wide Shut gang. I don't know how this works. I'm not a member. They wouldn't want me. I'm probably too mouthy for them. And I'm definitely not kinky enough tell you that. Ugh. Of course, the things they want to do is gross. All right, so Justin Bieber stays 48 hours, according to that video, at Sean Combs' house. Do I even want to know what happened? Probably not, but I'm going to ask. Introduced here to the luxury lifestyle. Fancy cars, fancy food, fancy drink, fancy beds, fancy toys, fancy games. Everything's top of the line primo. You're introduced to this. You want this, don't you? Oh, okay. In the past, yeah. This feels like he's going to Diddy's house and he's showing him, you can have this too. So if you want to move forward, you're at a fork in the road. So where we saw where it's like, okay, you got to be voted off the Bieber family island because we need you to go over to the Eyes Wide Shut island because that's got a lot more money at it, right? So now it's like, okay, so your parents are about ready to launch you to us, the demons, and you're going to be moving forward. You're going to be the star. Oh, Jesus. This was a question on my list, and so that's answered. I was asking if Bieber was a traffic kid. Yes. This is yes, you're coming in. We're going to get this started where, we're passing you around. We're going to shuffle you to these various people. All of this stuff, you're going to sign on the line for your future. Oh, God. Within those 48 hours, wow, look at how dark and gray these cards are. Like ghosty and, you got Ace of Swords, Five of Cups, Page of Swords. This is almost like I want to think that like once there was this like, and I don't know that he could actually give, I don't know what his age was, but he was a kid. It's not like he can say like, yeah, I'm going to sign this legal document. He wasn't 18. However, there's this idea that there's some type of like consent, not that he knows what he's consenting to. And this is like kissing your past goodbye, kissing your old life goodbye, signing on the dotted line, making your deal with El Diablo. But then it's like, oh gosh. It's almost like he, what is that? The disassociate, not in your body anymore, that kind of thing. Oh, God. Terrible. Hopes. Did I make the right decision? External influence, kind of being pressured. There's an idea of feeling pressured, but there's also like, oh, maybe there's a hope that I can take control of my career, where my music goes. Like there's this internal battle going on with him. Like, I need to kind of man up. I don't know if that was a phrase they used then, but this idea like you got to do what you got to do. You're not going to fail the family here. The fears. Four of Cups. It's not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted. Like it's made to him practically immediately clear. Within, the door closes. Okay, bye people who handed off Justin Bieber. Click, latch. No, now you know what's up. Like almost immediately. Like, oh, holy shit. Internal influence. Trying to find a way to keep this balance. I think there's this, like I said, popping out of his body, or how when people are getting R-worded, and they kind of like take themselves out of that moment and they focus on something else. I'm getting that idea. The challenge. Was this really a victory? Was this really a victory? What did I sign myself up for? Was that really a victory? Did I really score a win? I would say no. Okay. So he made the deal, and they're doing everything, passing him around, doing other things, terrible things. Horrible. Okay. What was Bieber's relationship with Usher? I believe Usher got there first, right? Allegedly. But I think if I'm going by the timeline that makes sense, Usher had been exposed to that before. Now, the only thing I've heard Usher say was that he went to the flavor camps or whatever of Sean Combs, but he would never send his kids there. Okay. What relationship did Justin Bieber have with Usher, who was, like, we'll say, an alumni? Or maybe you don't ever graduate, but it is more like an alumni, like, well, I had to do it too. That's just what you got to do. I did it too. There's that card again. I did it too, so God only knows what they did to Usher. If you want to get success, you're going to have to give something. Like, there's this idea, this is the currency you're dealing with. It's not enough just to be cute and have cute songs or whatever. This is how you get success. This is how, there's no other way. No other way. It's almost, to me, it feels like, allegedly, Usher is telling Bieber, like, hey man, I wanted to do it, like, do hard work and make it up the ladder. Doesn't matter, because you get to a certain point and it feels like the ladder, there's no more rungs. There's a bouncer on the ladder, and the ladder's like, well, superstardom and success, that's over here, and we're in charge of that, not you people. You know, if you think you're going to, like, make it on your own, well, you're only going to go so far. And then you're going to have to pay the tolls to go any further. We'll let you have a little on your own. But if you want stardom, mega money, all that stuff, there's a gatekeeper. This is just what you have to do. This is like he's telling him how to see it in a new way. Position it in a new way. And once, it's almost like, and once this happens, once you've committed, this is like, everything happens very quickly. Don't think they're just going to put you, like, on the back burner. Now that you, like, you're all in, and basically they've had their way with you and done all these horrible things. Hey man, elevator of success is going to start riding very quickly up, up, up. Ooh, heartbreak. Oh God. There's this, everything's going to move very quick, but you need to be, like, ready. Like, there's almost like, say goodbye to your childhood. It's gone. No more. Say goodbye to it. Whatever you knew as a child, you're growing up right now. I guess that's kind of like that man up thing I was getting earlier. Like, you're growing up right now. You're going to be exposed to things, and you're going to be doing things that you would have never imagined, or you saw in a horror movie and thought it was a bunch of crap. Nope, it's all real. Those demons live here, and this is what you're doing. There's this idea also that you are going to see other young people like yourself in the same position. It's like, and it's almost like, in a way to say, like, you're not alone, but, like, we're all just a part of this system, and this is how it goes. And you're going to, it's like a warning, like, okay. All right, so that's what seems to be the relationship with Usher. So then we have to ask, so Bieber, you know, you don't get mega success unless you join the club, right? So Bieber joins. I don't know Bieber's worth. I don't know how much money he made. I don't know if he comes out with new music. I don't know. I don't listen. But I'm curious, like, you join, and at some point, let's say that you are the one having to endure all the stuff. At some point, you have to then become one of the, let's say, hunters. Instead of being the hunted, now you have to hunt. Has Bieber gone that far into the group? Has Bieber become a bad guy in the Eyes Wide Shut gang? Because, you know, there's the whole thing. You can feel bad about what happened to these people. And then the same point, when they start doing what was done to them, that ain't right either. Okay, so I don't... The way this looks to me, I don't think he's, let's say, voted someone off the island yet. You get my drift. I will say, though, that he has probably witnessed horrible things at their events. I think he has witnessed horrible things at their events. I think he's been made to do their rituals, spellcasting, whatever you want to call it. He's been made to do those things. He's been made to witness those things. I believe he's also been a part of offering himself up to these higher up demons. This looks like that. I don't think he's voted anybody off the island. I think there's like, at some point, it became like too much. Like, that's one step too far. It's almost this idea like, I'm good here. I don't need to go another level. I don't need to go another level. This would tell me here that he is like trying to perhaps escape the Eyes Wide Shut gang. I don't know if he has. I guess we'll ask it that as the next question. But so there's this idea. He has not become one of them all the way, but he has done things perhaps because he's been forced to keep the fame and fortune. Hope, Knight of Swords. He wants to fight for what is right. Moving forward, external influence. He's been a part of those rituals. And he wants to... this is coming up as a very Christian card to me for him. Which it doesn't usually, but this is almost like I want to devote my life to Christ. Now, I don't say that I don't find that to be common with celebrities. Many of them will say that they're Christian, but, not really. Fears. Look, it's that same card when he joined. Like, the fear is making this decision basically to jump himself out of this gang. Internal influence. He can't do this alone. This is his... He needs help. This would almost be like going to officials, good guys, military. I don't know. Somebody. He needs help. Challenge. The challenge is he's stuck in it right now. It's almost like he can't separate all the way. It's almost like he's women who are in those bad relationships that, they're getting aid by their partner and they're battered and they never leave and they think that they can. Or other people are like, why didn't they just leave? Same idea. He can't just leave. There's always like eyes on him. He's always being tracked. He can't just leave. It's almost like he would have to have like a secret bat phone in a secret room that is not tapped or videoed or whatever. He needs help to get out. And it's almost like he's constantly being dragged back in. Like strong ocean currents. Like he thinks he's going to get out of the riptide and then it pulls him back in. He just doesn't have like until or unless perhaps he's already spilling the beans. He could be. But it looks like without help, he can't get out. Okay, let's see. Is he trying to cooperate with somebody or give people the details or what? Is he trying to extricate himself from the Eyes Wide Shut gang? Okay. Oh. Yeah, that would say in the past he's had enough of this shit. And then we have, my opinion, we have the Seven of Swords. This would be he's got a secret strategy he's got going on. Like he's pretending here like, oh yes, I'm studying all your demonology books on how to do some dumb shit, right? Like, yes, I'm going to study class, or I'm going to talk to my mentor or my whoever. I think this has gotten to his conscious, so I do think he is working currently on a strategy. He's going to need like time to recuperate. Funny, that card came up again. It's almost like the trauma of joining is going to be almost as traumatic when he leaves. But that looks like it is coming fairly short order. That could be within months. And then releasing the details to a lot of people about what happened to him. Let's see if he's in danger during this process. Because that looks like the plan. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it out successfully. Because it's like currently here he is and he's like, he knows he's like being listened to and watched and he can't escape and all of this. And there's this like heartbreak and just like my soul has been ripped to shreds. All because I wanted the fame and the fortune. In the past we have the Two of Cups. Like there's some type of partnership here. I'm almost wondering though if this is Haley as I'm your partner, and I'm trying to help you escape this, which wouldn't make any sense for her, but I don't know if she's like a handler or something. I don't know. Let's continue on with this because it looks like should he be able to get out, then there's going to be, I don't know, whatever they call it now, dissociative identity disorder, multiple personalities, whatever, they change the names all the time. Needing to have help, mental health with that, perhaps being in some type of care of somebody else to make sure he stays safe. This card concerns me with the Four of Pentacles, like just trying to hold it together, which could almost be too much for him to bear after all the things he's been through. The hopes are being able to still be an independent person, keep what money he has left. External influences, the nightmares and the things that he saw and all of the things that he participated in that come to haunt him. His fears is not being able to look into the future and move forward. The internal influence is having to make a choice. Yeah, this is like, he would have to get rid of his marriage. He has to get rid of his family. He'd have to get rid of everything, and he goes on his own. Having to make that choice. And the challenge here, there's that card again. There's this idea like there's a lot of stuff going on in his mind, and it's almost this idea of like, yeah, I want to do the right thing. I want to do the right thing. And then sometimes it doesn't pan out. It's a Page of Swords, right? It's like, yeah, I want to do the right thing, but it's kind of like a teenager who says, yeah, I'm going to go do that, and then they never do it. There's just a bit of immaturity in him, which makes sense. I know I don't know how old he is. I assume he's over 25. But when you are messed with at such a young age, the maturity can be delayed, but it certainly seems like it's been delayed here. Now, one of you lovelies a while ago asked me about this rumor that Justin Bieber, this was like, I guess, everywhere, I don't know. Justin Bieber told hundreds of people at a Bible study class in LA, who knows whose church that was, or maybe it's just a generic Bible study, I don't know. If it was associated with that other church is kind of sus. But that the Eyes Wide Shut gang voted his unborn child with Selena off the island. You get my drift. Which then destroyed the relationship that he had with Selena Gomez as a way of punishing him. For what? I don't know. Is there truth to the rumor that the Eyes Wide Shut gang unalived his unborn child with Selena? I'd assume Selena would have something to say about that too, but this is just the rumor as I found it, so... Excuse me. My tummy's growling. We're solving a problem to move forward. In the past, you made a deal with us. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Allegedly. Yes. You made a deal with us in the past. We need to solve this problem. This is the death card. Because you need to continue moving forward. Like, you're not just going to think that you can just get married and become a dad and have that life. Oh, no. That doesn't happen yet. Nope, that doesn't happen yet. This is them sending a new message or a hit replay on that same message we sent you years ago. We're reinforcing. You're not doing that. That's not happening. Okay. That's terrible. Terrible. So why did Justin Bieber marry Hailey? Why? Why would... Now, the Baldwin family's weird, right? I mean, I think we all know that now. I mean, back in the day, for some reason, I thought Billy Baldwin was cute. If I look at him now, he kind of looks like a weird rubber hose. But you have Alec Baldwin in trouble. You have Danny Baldwin. Which one's the one? Daniel Baldwin? Is that the one that's Hailey Bieber's dad? I don't know. All the Baldwins are just weird now, right? Anyhow, why exactly did Justin Bieber marry Hailey Baldwin? Unless the Baldwins are a Handler family. Allegedly, my opinion. Oh, God. It's essentially handing him over to another family that's in control. Yeah, it's just like handing him over like this, like an arranged marriage, like a royal or any other type of arranged marriage you can think of. Like, well, now we're going to marry you off to these people so they can keep an eye on you. They are, they're an established family. They have money. They know where things are to go on, right? They're hard workers. You can learn from their work ethic. They're independent. We've shown them the ways of eyes wide shut. And they're going to keep a hold on your ass and make sure that you are into going the right way. This very much feels like you don't have a choice. This is who you're going to marry. We can play up that whole, like, you've known her since a kid and it's just a love story, right? This is also to me saying, like, yeah, sure, you could have married some other people or whatnot, but no. That goes back to that whole thing. Like, you do not cross us. If you cross us, you're not going to pass go. Do not collect $200. You're going to be effed up. We're going to come get you. There's the idea that he hopes that in time that he'll be able to come into a true love relationship with her. But the external influence is like, this is like, if you're going to marry someone and this is who you're going to marry. It feels very much like at that point in his life, he wanted to get married. And they're like, oh, if you want to get married, this is who you're going to do it with. Fears that this is going to stymie him again. And he's not living the life of his own. Internal influence. Everyone's satisfied. Everyone's satisfied with the decision they've made for him. And the challenge is him trying to pretend in the public eye that he's really in love. Instead, it's got to be all smoke and mirrors, and he's got to pretend that he's like this doting, loving husband to her. Sounds great. Sounds great. Okay. So there was a few more, or a couple more questions. Like, will he put out new music? Will he tour again? Let's see. I don't know. Let's see what's going to happen here. Will he put out new music? Will Justin Bieber put out new music? I'm recording this. What day is it? April 8th, 2024. Will Justin Bieber put out new music? Not until he is out from under some other current contract. If he was to put out music now under whoever he's under contract to, like this would say yes, but it would be like not music he really wants to put out. Okay, so here's how I'm going to word it. He may put out another album because he has like a contract and there's some obligation he needs to fulfill. I don't know what that is. Like one album maybe. And then he can do it, but then it's like they're going, him and the record company or him and the gang, they sever their ways. In the future, we got Four of Swords taking a break. I don't know. This doesn't feel very good for him creating new music. It's almost like he's going to collaborate with some people and but it's almost like he can't get, I don't know. This almost feels like they block his creativity or something. There's a hope that he can get back to doing his music. External influence, Eight of Swords, scared shitless. Like, what can he say in a song and what can he not say in a song? Like, getting in trouble. There's a fear, too, also, like, in this, we'll say, in the new Justin Bieber era, post Eyes Wide Shut. People might have certain opinions on him, and I don't know if he's going to be able to handle that. It's almost like a new narrative gets formed about him, and I don't know that he's able to handle that. Internal influence, he would like to make new music because he is heartbroken, all the things that have happened to him, and the challenge is the Eyes Wide Shut gang and the big money machine and all the same people and players. This is a question that I don't even think we need to look if he's going to tour again. It doesn't feel like he wants to until he's out of that relationship with the Eyes Wide Shut gang. This feels very much like looking at it today, April 8th, 2024. No, I don't want to do any more new music, and I don't want to be on tour, and I don't want to do any of these things, because that only makes them get more money and power and all this stuff. It doesn't do anything for his soul. So it's like things switch in the world, and Eyes Wide Shut gangs voted off the island now permanently, right? They're all rounded up and put into the pokey. Then he might reconsider. And I think that's probably a question to ask down the road, because at the moment it's kind of like, meh, not into it. Not for them. So with that, thank you so much for watching. If you have some more information on the backstory of the Baldwin family, put it in the comments. I'm curious. I don't know much about them. I don't know if I'm going to remember to go research about them. But if you know something about them, put it in the comments below, because I would like to see, like, what was in their past? How did they get to this position? Like, all of a sudden the brothers show up and they become these powerhouse actors. I would like to know what happened before that. And join me in the Moonmoth Manor if you haven't yet, AlyciaWicker.com. Get access to videos like these and other ones I can't share on Tube with you. And I will see you next time. Adios.